Today, I'm going to update you guys on 3 of my favorite altcoins, Omi Trac and Lyxe. Let's get it. Welcome to Everything Currency. This is a show where we talk about everything crypto and mo. I'm your host Jay, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Bitcoin chart. I want to talk to you about the Omi chart, but I also want to talk to you guys about Lyxe and Trac. Got some pretty interesting things coming up for these tokens. So if you're excited about that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to check out my website, Everythingcurrencycrypto.com. Got cool merch on there, got courses. If you're a beginner, it goes through how I look at cryptocurrencies. Good time to learn that stuff. Got an NFT collection on there that I'm curating from artists that I know personally to build these NFTs. And you can get yourself a hardware wallet because you shouldn't keep money on crypto exchanges because it does get risky. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. That's something I don't hear people talking about these days as much. And yeah. So let's just get right into this market real quick. Let's look at this Bitcoin chart right here. So looking at Bitcoin on the daily, looking pretty interesting right here. We're way below the point of control right now. I just want to see us get above at the very least 40,000 after dipping on yesterday's news. A couple interesting things going on with the world right now. They're ending quantitative easing, so that could have something. I think that will play into the price, me personally, because if there's going to be stuff going on with monetary policy, of course that's going to affect assets. I think that's going to affect assets, but we do have a Fed meeting coming on Tuesday, I believe it's Tuesday. The Fed is going to give some talks and let us know if they're going to be raising the federal interest rates, and if they do, then that means money won't be as cheap and a lot of people won't be buying as much assets. Now commodities, gas, all this other stuff is going up, so people are already not buying as much assets. There has been a bearish cross on the stock market, a death cross on the stock market, which I don't pay attention to as much, but the stock market and crypto do seem correlated on the short term. When there's like dips and pumps and stuff, they usually follow each other, so keeping a close eye for that. But looking at this daily chart, yeah, we need to get back above this 13 and this 34 and hope that we can have some good momentum there. We're still needing to get above 44k though to have some type of crazy bullishness. Right now we're right at the point of control, which is this red line. So Bitcoin looking pretty interesting there. As far as short term, being very risky, holding altcoins right now because they're kind of just, Bitcoin kind of runs the whole market. Now I do have long-term bags that I hold and I forget about them, but I dollar cost average into those and I don't want to touch them for a very long time. Now some of those tokens are tokens that I really believe in long term, and if you watch my channel before, then you know I like this coin called Trac. So Trac is looking pretty interesting on this chart right here. So I did sell some Trac over here when I felt like it was going to go down, but I plan on buying some more Trac back when it gets down to the point of control, if that happens, or if it pumps above this white line, which is at 0.000123 Bitcoin. It's basically 1233 satoshis. I should have said that. So once it crosses 1233 satoshis or below 1,000 satoshis, I'm going to be picking up some Trac again. And how I do my long-term holds, since I look at crypto all the time, is I do like to sell them and get back into them later on down the line. But interesting things coming for Trac. Also bullish divergence on this daily chart, but interesting things coming for Trac. It says, shout out to Gus Jiggins. He said OT peeps might want to, that's Organ Trail peeps, might want to keep an eye on this. I have a feeling the BSM will be shilling their solutions which are built on Organ Trail. So scroll down, it says, in fact, no need to speculate, our very own partners from BSC will be there. Interesting catch, keep the enthusiasm, blah 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 blah. So this person is from you know, the Origin Trail team or whatever. They're basically telling them, hey, our partners are going to be there at this Pharma Supply Chain Security in World 2002. It's coming in 4 days, conference, expo, and workshop. And what they're going to be doing is trying to shield this solution that they have for the pharmaceutical companies and their supply chain. So it says, where were you when BSC was taking the BSU Origin Trail decentralized knowledge graph to all of big pharma? We are building trust and transparency in the global pharmaceutical supply chain. This is why complainers can't stand Trac ecosystem. We are builders. So I like Trac. They're constantly building, constantly keeping things going on, and they're not shilling the product. They're not shilling the token. They don't have that many incentives going on with the token and stuff like that to create this artificial demand for the token. They just want these products to be good. They want some of the biggest companies in the world to use the Origin Trail knowledge graph, and that will create some value for the token itself. So this token, I'm thinking, hey, hopefully it can get back to the all-time high at some point in its lifetime, but right now it's all dependent on Bitcoin. So the next thing I want to talk about is Lyxe. So Fabian Vogelsteller, if you don't know who he is, I think the guy's a genius. Basically created the ERC20s. Without him, we probably would have had some other whack standard that would make it very difficult for us to have DeFi on Ethereum and all of the layer 2s. But he is now building something called Lyxe, and Lyxe is actually one of those projects that hasn't seen the light of day yet, like some of the other people's projects who worked on Ethereum with this guy, like, you know, but different story for a different day. But anyways, he says, we will soon let people join the L6 beta network. Please note, this is not the final L6 launch, but it's a pre-test net. So they're doing a pre-test net to the test net for the other test net that's going to be transferred to the main net, trying to make sure they get all of the dots and I's crossed for this thing. But the L16 testnet is going to start allowing people to stake and do other things on the Lyxe blockchain that we have been waiting for a long time. Now, I'm expecting this will create demand for the Lyxe token, because right now you don't really need the token for anything, and as soon as they drop something that you need the token for, it should create some demand for the token. That's why we always talk about use cases, duh. But same thing we see over there happening to Rune with the mainnet coming. We see that, hey, if you didn't watch my Rune video yesterday, go ahead and check that out. But with the mainnet coming, we can see that people are going to want to buy those tokens in order to provide liquidity, in order to start new smart contracts. It just creates a bunch of need for that token, at least in the short term. Now, with the markets and the global markets doing all type of crazy stuff, it's not guaranteed that these are going to perform well. It's just things that I'm excited about right now. And, you know, over time, I think in the long run, you know, a couple years from now, like I said, these are all long-term tokens. In my opinion, they will be around in the next bull cycle. In my opinion, that's why, you know, I like them so much. So now that I ranted about Lyxe, go ahead and give that a shout out. Check out the ERC 725, which should be changing NFTs pretty soon. So the last token that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the Omi token, of course, one of my favorite coins. So the last token that I wanted to talk about is the Omi token, of course, one of my favorite coins. Shout out to them. They're having a drop that's going to be raising money for the Ukraine refugees. Now, this is something that I like. I like helping those people who are in need, the refugees, the people who don't have nothing to do with this political conflict, but are actually getting their lives flipped upside down because of it. So they're helping those people out. So shout out to Ecomi for that. So looking at this Omi chart, though, very interesting things happening right here, looking similar to that Trac chart that I just showed you guys. We have to hold a level of 0.0041. I'm seeing that, hey, we're getting rejected on this 13 right here. The point of control is down here at 0.003. So I will have a buy order in that area, although I don't expect it to hit. And I do have another buy order right here at 0.0038 to buy myself some more Omi. If Omi decides it wants to pop off and start going super crazy, then I'll buy it when it gets above the 13 moving average. But as of right now, I'm just waiting to see what happens. Like I said, I'm thinking, hey, We don't know what's going on. The markets are very uncertain right now. We're in kind of a no man's land, so I'm just waiting to see what happens and making plans for all these tokens, because as you guys know, I like to take profit. I like to get back in. That way, hey, can never run out of coins. I could always have some of my favorite tokens on deck. So Omi Trac, Lyxe, these are projects that you should really look into. Trac doing the supply chain thing, doing very nice things with the supply chain. Omi, people are still surprised that Omi has Disney NFTs already out. Not only that, Disney used Omi to test NFTs connected to other projects. Like you got a chance to buy an NFT and it got you some type of Disney Plus membership. I think that was a pilot, probably to see how those type of mechanisms would work. Not that many people got it, but it was a test thing going on, and I think there's just more to that than more people that than they're actually saying. I think maybe in the future Disney has some plans to do some things like that. And then with Lyxe, you got the L16 testnet coming soon, and Bitcoin needs to hold the same damn levels that it's been holding this whole time. This white line right here, if it were to dip down right now and go straight to it, it would need to hold $36,894. So let me know what you guys think about the video. Shout out to the people in yesterday's video who left me some coins to look at. I will be checking those out real soon for you guys. You guys talked about some pretty nice coins in there, and if you ever want to get some type of my opinion on a coin earlier, join my Telegram group. It is free, not going to be charging for it yet. Check out the Hula Girls NFT. We got some interesting things going on over there. Going to be giving away a trip to Hawaii for 2 people. Going to be helping out with the environment, doing some stuff with that. And yeah, RIP to crypto roots. Think positive and positive things will happen. Got some space in my trading mentorship, 2 people only, so let me know if you need that. Till next time, peace.